Good day, everyone, and welcome back to another DVD menu tour review. And this time we're getting back on track, and what comes after Tales on the Rails is Come Ride the Rails. And you're not going to believe this, but um, we don't have just one, not two, but three versions of Come Ride the Rails. Now that is insanity. Now I didn't really want this, but it came in this triple pack of DVDs, and it's not really, it's kind of unavoidable. But we're only going to be taking a look at these two because they have very little differences, and this one is literally just that one, but with no differences. They just added the alliance. So this one is Come Ride the Rails. Got some good poster art here. On the side, Cartoon Thomas, little bastard, hasn't left us yet. Thomas and Friends, Come Ride the Rails. On the side, we got our hit logo, 20th Century Fox logo, DVD logos. On the back, UPC code, Thomas and Friends, Making Tracks to Great Destinations logo. Ugh. Come Ride the Rails. We got our blurb. Does this help? Okay, a little bit. We have story stops. Hey, they actually list the story stops. If you saw my review on Christmas on Sodor, the DVD that I got in the mail, you'll know that I really am a stickler for the story stops. There's fun and games. Got the visit AmosHerons.com website at the bottom down there. And then just our information and closed captions at the bottom. This DVD is essentially the same, except one. This is kind of a ripped off here. Pardon me. Well, actually, I didn't show you the inside. This has a blue case to it. And that's like the main difference. I'm just gonna leave this up here. This one, I mean, it's virtually the same, except we have our hit logo instead of Cartoon Thomas or and when we don't have and then we have Come Ride the Rails is the same, and then our we have a portrait shot of Thomas on this DVD from here, and distributed by Lionsgate. And then here comes the major difference. On this one, it's zoomed in, and on this one, it's zoomed out. So we're not going to take a look at this one. Essentially the same thing, same story, same logo, same barcode, same bonus features. It's literally the same except they're zoomed in. Inside, you can tell this from 2010 because in 2010, for certain DVDs like Misty Island Rescue and season 14 and so, they used this type of black case. This was covered up, and they had this type of button push. But that's all we're gonna take a look at for this one, and say goodbye to that one. Say goodbye to this one. Still going back in the box. Okay, and we're gonna get on with our menu tour of Come Ride the Rail. Sorry if I just wasted a couple minutes here.
Hello there, I'm Thomas, and my friends and I are so glad you've chosen to come ride the rails with us. You can watch all of the adventures on Come Ride the Rails by selecting Play All. Or, if you would like to choose one special story, select Story Stops. You can also choose Fun and Games if you would like to try some fun activities, sing-alongs, and more. Full steam ahead as we explore the island of Sodor.
Okay, I'm gonna mute that so I don't get copyrighted. One, I had to open my door so I could get some nice air in here because I'm getting a bit hot, steaming hot in this very heated room. So good. Another good introduction here. And if you notice, this model, CG model of Thomas, is the same model as the one in Tales from the Tracks. So we're gonna go into our story stops. Or wait, hang on. One thing is eyes are moving. First, we're gonna hit play all. Are we gonna pirate the release? No, we're not. Maximilian Fan 12. Aha. To all of those out there who are you know, crazy about Thomas, are probably thinking, why did I choose play all? Well, because of this. We have the play once or play continuously option in main menu. At one point in Hit Entertainment's library, when you hit play all, you would get this a lot, and could either choose to play once or play continuously. And play once is just play it, and once the special's done with, it's over, and it takes it back to the menu. Play continuously is essentially if you are wanting to just show this to a kid for hours and they just have it play on end, repeat. And when you do this, you can either, if you're doing this, you can probably, it's probably advertise. What I'm saying is, when you have this play continuously, like if you're advertising it in a store or whatever. Also, when I pop this in, this played the exact same. It had the Lionsgate logo and the exact same trailers on the Come Ride the Rails Lionsgate DVD. So all three DVDs are virtually the same. Main. Please ignore any background noise. I have the TV out there a bit loud. What do we have for story stops? And Thomas is gonna take us there. Okay, we have Molly's special. Molly's a bland character, but man, she has a cracking Tomei model. It's a fine story. It jumps right into the action. One of the one stories that I think is a great one. Respect for Gordon. One of the best episodes of Series 9. It's Down Lucky Tug's favorite and mine too. And it's one of the better episodes of Season 9. Has a great crash, and I love Gordon's, he has the best crashes. Emily Knows Best. Of you can find this just like on Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. You can find this DVD or this episode on the greatest stories, and that's about it. It's a good story. It has Percy and Toby, Toby mentoring Toby, or Toby mentoring Percy. I mean, sorry. Um, but besides that, it is a bit, it has a good crash, and I do like it. It's not too bad of an episode. Saving Edward, that's a weak episode. I really would hate how Edward's not in character, but at least this was only sort of this season. Renee's and the Dinosaur. Now, a lot of people hate this episode. I like it. Yes, I know it's not the best, but I will admit it is, at least to some extent, cool to see the model work in this episode and the just the fun ways of the. There were a lot of duds in the hit era, but you cannot deny that the model work was amazing to watch. Thomas and the Golden Eagle. I like the eagle statues, and I like the Thomas and determination at the end. But the story drags out, and it honestly feels like two parts kind of smashed into one. Two 4-part episodes into one 9-minute story, and it's a very boring watch. What do I have for languages? Thank you, Thomas. Just like with play continuously, and we have English and Spanish. Until we get to the CGI series, this is probably or until Series 12, this is probably gonna stay English and Spanish, and then and then we'll get to the CGI series. We'll probably see English, Spanish, and French, and play video and main menu. All right, and what do we have for fun and games? I'm excited. Okay. By the way, shout out to my buddy Train King James. His favorite character is James. Fun and games. Toby's Day Out. Seeing Seals. Sir Topham Hatt's Helping Hands. Percy's favorite things. Okay, out of all these games, this one is good because it has it's in widescreen. They shot especially model series footage for this. Seeing Seals is it's a bit of it's a weak one. Talking about Helping Hands game, excuse me. You can find this on the Universal reprint of Thomas, Team Up with Thomas, and we'll take a look at it then. Right here, Percy's Favorite Things. It's a great one. It has Percy's theme by Robert Hartshorn, one of the best. We're actually going to do Toby's Day Out.
Play Toby. Today, Toby is looking forward to a day out. He wants to visit some of his favorite places on the island of Sodor. They are the canal, the viaduct, the watermill, the lighthouse, and the church. But Toby only has time to visit 3 of these places, and he can't decide which ones to visit. He needs you to help. Click on the 3 places that you think would be the best day out for Toby.
Okay, that is essentially. I'm just gonna mute it then. So we're picking 3 things that Toby likes, is what it says, and I know the 3 places already. Yeah, I'm not gonna unmute it because this plays Toby's hit era theme, and I'm not gonna get copyrighted for that. But I will unmute it here in a second. I just really like the widescreen aspect ratio and the way it's the presented all the way they shot these model sets was awesome. Oh, it's Toby season 6 face.
Well done. Hello again, Toby.
Thanks,
Did
Michael
you
Brandon.
enjoy your day out?
Excuse me.
Toby wants to thank you for making such a special trip for him. Click on the reward box if you want to see what your reward is.
So before we click on the reward box, I just want to say, if you notice, you probably can't see it, but this, at least TV, is doing its best to make this picture in 16 by 9 widescreen. And this is the first time this has happened in the US on a DVD, at least, for Thomas, because this was like a 2005 DVD, something like that. Widescreen pretty much, they were printed in like 2010. Widescreen took action in a full effect in the 2010s. And this DVD is, like I said, this TV is doing its best to show this is in 16 by 9 widescreen. I'm so glad that the model crew actually shot footage in 16 by 9 widescreen and especially shot model footage for this and actually did this. But moving on, let's get to the reward.
Here's Toby. He has heavy cars of milk to pull up Gordon's Hill. He wonders if he has enough puff to get to the top. You can do it, Toby, puffs Thomas to his friend. But Toby's worried. Shout out to help Toby get to the top. You can do it, Toby! Well done. Here's Toby. He wants to say something especially to you as he puffs around the island.
Hello, and thank you for giving me such a great day out.
Thank you, Michael Brandon or Toby, for that. If you all noticed there, Toby was actually pulling a different coach that wasn't Henrietta. I wonder why they did that. We're not going to take a look at the rest of these, one, because I'm kind of scrambled for time here, and 2, I just want to get on to the next stuff here because we got at least this category and another one. Gordon's Gallery. Now we're going to take a look at this because this is awesome. Songs and More just plays the songs and from the songs from the special or from this DVD and this learning segments, which we're not going to take a look at. And sneak peek is just a bunch of trailers. Gordon's Gallery is interesting. You guys are gonna like this.
Gordon's Gallery.
So to explain what this is, it's a little like photo gallery essentially, like collection of photos, whether that be behind the scenes stuff, actually, actual pictures taken on the sets of these shoots, or just what anything else like that. And we got a couple here, like maybe 10 of them. But this reminds me a lot of season 8, even though this is a season 9 DVD, just because, well, they show season 7 and 8 photos. And pause and read these if you'd like, because I'm not going to go through all these. Okay, oops, that's funny, actually. That's not from the episode. That's actually probably from a promotional, like, screenshot of it. Welcome to Sodover. That's her Carrie Shells top and hat. Helping you at the Lumberyard. Puffing up my hill. Yeah, you can't puff up your hill, Gordon. Back home to the sheds. Okay, so yeah, a lot of season 8, season 7 footage that are screenshots there. Some season 9, but for the most part, season like 8 and 7 and 8. Just gonna go through these. Gonna go back to the main. That's most of the story stops. Maybe on these other DVDs that Kamen Rider Rails, there was another section, but I don't know. That has been your menu tour for Kamen Rider Rails. We're already at the 16-minute mark. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.